Hello, this is Mr. Sixta. Welcome to Mr. Sixta's cooking show. Today, we're gonna make bacon and eggs. Hi. So today we're gonna make bacon and eggs. This is probably my favorite Christmas cookie to make. My mother started making it taught me how to make this when I was a wee little child. The first thing you're gonna need is a double boiler. So we are melting white chocolate. This isn't actually bacon and eggs, but it's like a candy. So we have white chocolate that's like the egg white. We're gonna use M&Ms for our yolks. And then we're gonna have some delicious pretzels for our bacon. The saltiness of the pretzels with a little bit of crunch works super well with the sweetness of the chocolate and the sugar, and it's delicious. So to melt chocolate, we need a double boiler. So a double boiler is essentially a pan with some water in it that we're then going to bring up to like a low simmer to a boil. I know that's super precise, and you're like, thanks, Mr. Sixta. But remember, cooking is a little bit of an art. So anyways, the basic idea is we want to melt the chocolate. So we have white chocolate chips. And we want to take those white chocolate chips and we want to melt them into like a liquid so that we can work with it. If we just put it directly in the pan on the burner, the problem that we're going to run into is it's going to start melting unevenly, it's going to stick, and it's going to burn, and it's going to taste disgusting because it's really, really gross when you eat burned sugar and burned chocolate. And the idea is we use the steam from the water to heat the bottom of our pan here, and that will then melt our chocolate chips. So while that's going, we're going to take a piece of wax paper, because we're going to be pouring our chocolate onto our wax. We put our wax paper down. We're going to sort out our M&Ms so that we get some yellow ones. That is the downside of making bacon and eggs, is you end up with, unfortunately, all of these other colored M&Ms. And you can get creative and make like Seussian eggs and bacon and use some of the green ones, but then you're like, I don't know, what should I do with all these orange and brown and blue ones? I don't know what to do with them. So, we got our M&Ms, get a few strips of bacon, delicious, delicious bacon. Make sure that those taste good too. Yep. They're not stale today. They'll probably be a little stale tomorrow. So then, as our chocolate melts, we're just going to keep stirring it every once in a while so that it keeps cooking evenly. Sometimes people add butter or cream to their chocolate to melt it, but don't want too much vapor getting in. Not only is this a cooking class, it's also a music class. That was hot. Be a little careful with the steam because it's going to come out the sides. And yeah. Ooh, it's getting soft. This is, you make this for Christmas. If you're going to make this for your family, it is extraordinarily difficult. It's one of the trickiest recipes that there is. So when people ask you for the recipe, you just say, gosh, I don't know. It's an ancient family recipe. It goes back to when we started splitting cocoa butter from the cacao plant. Is it cacao plant? Or the nut? The coconut. Maybe the coconut. Okay, so I think that's pretty soft. I'd say I'm able to work with it. So I'm going to take my bowl. I'm going to take some of that chocolate. I'm going to put it on. So it's like a giant egg white. You can use a spatula, you can use a spoon, you can use all kinds of things. Basically, we put it down. I'll do another one. If you get them smoother, they probably look more like a broken egg. If they're not, well, you just say that the egg, you can't be responsible for broken egg spills. So then we put our yolks. I like to put 2 yolks in because they're tasty. And then we add our strips of bacon. Delicious, delicious bacon. And then we let it cool. These look delicious! Oh, yum! So, when you're all done, we take off our bacon and eggs, it peels because it's on wax paper, and we eat them. Yum, 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 yum. Thanks for watching. This has been our first edition of History Through Food cooking lesson. Thanks for your time. That was a really cheesy grin.
Sure.
How about like this?
You know, I recorded that.
Really? We don't know any copyright-free music. So instead, I'm gonna sing. This is my guitar.